Hello, this is Defaultsound, and today I'm going to bring you a tutorial for Blender, and we'll be I'll show you. I'll be showing you how to create a muzzle flash on actual movie footage. And just a word of warning: this tutorial is a bit advanced, so if you're new to Blender, I do suggest you first check out some basics tutorials. I suggest Blender Guru, that's a good one. Andrew Price has some great tutorials on the compositor, and that's pretty much where I started. And yeah, you'll probably just want to look on YouTube and on the internet. And then once you're a bit better, you can come back here, or if you're willing to be, or if you're ambitious, you can dive right in. But I'm not gonna go over, key shortcuts and everything. So watch carefully, and hopefully I'll do a good job. So anyway, so I haven't done any videos lately, and so to make up for it, I've got this tutorial on how to do a muzzle flash. So here's the effect. So as you can see, we've got some smoke coming out the gun there, and in a second you'll see the light. So we got some environment lighting on the arm. Not very good, I must admit. I kind of rushed it. As you can see, it's sort of off the hand, and we've got a muzzle flash, and well, what this should have been the lighting for the muzzle flash, which looks a bit too ovalish in my opinion. So I'll probably fix that in the tutorial. I'll take my time. So anyway, so if we just scrub through, we can see the smoke as well coming off there. And just to tell you, everything here was made in Blender, so the smoke isn't any pre-filmed smoke. It's all rendered. The smoke's rendered, and so yeah, I think we'll get into it into a second. And so, without further ado, let's start a new Blender file. So, open up a new file, and first things first, we will not need our default cube. So delete that, and next we need to move our camera because it's not in the right position. So hit Alt R, Alt G, and that will move it back to its origin. Next, because the camera is not actually, at the moment it's in a perspective mode, so we need to change that. So go up to Object Data and hit Orthographic, and that will render a flat image of everything we need. And then next, grab the camera up a bit, and just to position it on the grid a bit better. We also don't need the lamp here. Next, hit N, and we're going to adjust some settings in the display. So first, we will be doing some real-time previewing of the textures and the smoke and the muzzle flash. So we're going to need to change the shading because multi-texture is old and it's not very good. So change it to GLSL, and what that will do is allow us to see the textures in real time. Don't need that anymore. Next, we're going to add in our footage so we can see it in the camera. So check that, add an image, and we just want camera. And we're going to open up, and we want, not that one, gun shooting footage, and we're going to open that up. At the moment it's a bit stretched, so we need to fix that. So go over to the render tab, and the resolution of this film is 640 by 480. And there we go, that's the correct resolution, and I don't know what the aspect ratio is. And so next in the display panel, match movie length, which is already done. We want auto refresh, so when we scrub through the timeline, the video automatically plays back, and we can set the opacity to 1 since we do not need to see through it. So with that done, you can close that, and now we are going to save. So just save this and call it gun tutorial. There we go. So make sure you save, as this is likely to crash, which is a bit annoying. And one last thing is, because we don't need 150 frames, as the movie's only 108 frames, we can change that just to match the movie length. Right, so now we've set up the background image. Here we've got everything set up, resolution, and that's fine for the time being. So next is the rotoscoping, which I will now move into another video.